I've talked a lot about books that have changed my life, books that have changed my thinking, but this book is very unique because it changed the way I approached health. Knee Ability Zero is a book that I really think you should pick up if you aren't, you know, able to move as well as you want to. And this is something that we can say about most people in life, most people in general, like the modern lifestyle, the modern, sitting at a desk for a set amount of time, sitting in the car, doing all of these things aside from moving has really locked up our body, and it's created degenerative issues. It's created degenerative back issues, knee pain, ankle pain. Any kind of pain is caused by a modern lifestyle and the lack of movement. And this book really inspired me to, I injured my knee. I literally blew out my knee. I tore my meniscus. I sprained my MCL. I did some, dumb things in terms of jiu-jitsu. Kept training through an injury. It got worse, and it got to the point where I couldn't straighten my leg. And the doctor basically told me that if I didn't get surgery, I'd never be the same. And boy, was he wrong, because I just was like, you know what? I don't need surgery. I don't need to do anything. Like, at the very least, you know what? Why don't I try to get back to a healthy movement? Why don't I do the exercises in this video? And I'm not advocating anyone do anything similar, but if I can take my completely blown out knee to better and stronger than it was before, like, you can do a lot with the information in this book. And it's really just simple things. Like, it's literally just explaining different ways to move. It's literally just explaining different functions of the body and how we have basically neglected these things through our modern day activities. And this book is truly an inspiration to me, because I literally gifted this book to my mother, and she moves better than she used to. Like, it's not just applicable for you as an individual, it's applicable for people in your family. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I want my mother and father to be able to play with my kids. I want my mother and father to be able to be mobile, like, deep into old age, not just for them, but also for me. I don't want to have to carry them up and down the stairs, right? But it's like, we oftentimes limit ourselves in what we think the body is capable of, but I need you to understand that the body is responding to what you're giving it. And if you're giving it negativity, if you're giving it a negative impulse, if you're telling your body day after day after day, like, oh, I sit in this spot all day long, so it's literally just going to tighten up, so that's all you can do. It's going to restrict the function of the body, because the body is always trying to conserve energy. The body is, over time, going to adjust to whatever you give it, and we can either give it good stimulus or we could give it bad stimulus. We could say, you know what, I want to be full range of motion like a child, or it could be, you know what, I sit all day at a desk, I don't need to do much, my hips aren't going to move, my back isn't going to move, my knees aren't going to move. And I'm telling you, the information in this book has the potential to transform your health. It's so simple, it's so cheap. I really just think you should pick this book up. And Knees Over Toes guy also has a really good YouTube channel. He has a really good social media presence, and at the very least, go give him a follow, because he truly has transformed my life. Like, the information in this book, the information in his videos, the information in all of his podcasts, it really took me from a broken person, a person who had one working leg, to a person who is stronger, more athletic, more healthy, and more mobile than ever. And I really just want to give this information to other people. I really just want other people to have this information, because not many people understand that movement is everything. Like, we don't have to, give in to all of these prognoses from doctors. Like, you can do so much more with just the power of your mind, the power of your body, and the power of your body to adjust and adapt to what you give it. And there's so many easy exercises we can do each day. There's so many things we can do to overall just improve our ability to move pain-free, that I don't know why, at the very least, we're not exploring the holistic options. Because I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of surgeries that are going to do invasive things to your body. Is it worth it to get the surgery before you try the natural remedy? Is it worth it to get all of these, painkillers and this and that, instead of just, giving a little bit of stimulus in terms of positive movement, giving a little bit of, effort each and every day to get yourself back to a functioning body? And that's what this is about. And I really just want you to pick up this book, or at the very least, follow Knees Over Toes guy, because I'm telling you, your life will be fundamentally different. Your health will be fundamentally different. And don't we all want to be able to move? Don't we all want to be able to move pain-free? And it's not as hard as you think. It's not some crazy stretching routine. This guy doesn't really even stretch. He's doing this on the cover, doesn't stretch. All he does is basically do a few exercises each day. He keeps his program short so that everybody can do it. And he literally got his 70-year-old mother running like she was 20 again. And if that's not inspiring, if this is not a message that you want to, follow as well, like I think you're on the wrong channel, because this is something that inspires me. A lot of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, a lot of the reason why I film these videos and try to share these ideas is because I was so inspired on how much this book impacted my life. Like, I know it sounds silly to say because it's a book about, stretching and movement, but like, just seeing the impact that this guy had on my life, like, I knew there was information that I could share too that could also uplift people and bring people up. And yeah, again, link to the book will be in the description. I may eventually do a course on some of the stuff I've learned in here, some of the stuff I've learned on other books, more holistic health stuff, more stretching and movement kind of stuff, and maybe some exercise replacement stuff. Like, I think I could do a pretty interesting course in terms of health, so stay tuned for that. Comment if you're interested in that. But if you want to get more from me, join my Discord, join my school. My school's free right now. On top of that, like the video, subscribe, love all you guys. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.